Chapter 3, Our Surroundings. Our earth is very beautiful. We are surrounded by both living and non-living things. We can see beautiful flowers, trees, animals, our friends and other people around us. These are all living things. All these have life in them. We can also see the air, water, soil, buildings and vehicles. These things do not have life in them. They are non-living things. A monkey jumping from tree to tree is also a living thing. A bird flying from land to sky is also a living thing. A boy playing with a ball is also living. Jumping monkey, flying birds, playing boy. Dependence of living and non-living things. Non-living things are not living things, but they are very important to us. All living things and non-living things are dependent on each other. Do you know that all living things need light, air, water and soil? Sunlight. The main source of light and energy on earth is only the sun. Plants make their own food by using carbon dioxide and water from the soil and sunlight to make carbohydrates. The sun also provides warmth for life. Humans and animals get energy by eating plants and other animals. Water. Living things need water to survive. Humans and animals need water for life activities. There is about 70% water in human body. Plants need water to help them grow and produce food in their leaves. Think what would happen if we did not have any water left on earth. Air. Air is a mixture of different gases that covers the earth in a layer over 400 miles high. This layer is called the atmosphere. It contains roughly 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen and smaller amounts of argon, hydrogen, carbon dioxide and others. Air is needed by almost all the living things surviving on earth. Most plants and animals take in air, use the oxygen in it and give out another gas, carbon dioxide. Plants use carbon dioxide to make their food and release oxygen into the air. Humans and animals need oxygen to breathe. We would die if there is no oxygen. Air also protects life on earth by absorbing harmful ultraviolet solar radiation and reducing temperature extremes between day and night. Soil. Soil contains all the nutrients and minerals needed by plants to survive. Some areas such as deserts have very poor soils. In these locations, it is difficult for complex plant life to take hold or survive. Living things need nutrients and minerals for health and growth. Plants take in nutrients through their roots. Humans and animals absorb nutrients and minerals by eating plants and animals. Without minerals and nutrients, plants would not grow. Do you know what would happen if there are no plants on the earth? Difference between living and non-living things. There are some things that living things can do, but non-living things cannot. Can you tell of something that you can do, but a tree cannot do? All living things have the following characteristics. Living things move. All living things move from place to place. Animals and humans move to find food, shelter, or to avoid danger. Animals move in many different ways. Cheetah can sprint faster than any other animal over short distances. It runs with a speed of nearly 100 kilometers per hour and takes big strides as it runs. Animals like deer and antelope too have strong legs to escape from predators like cheetahs. Adult giraffes have long legs to run away with a speed of 48 km per hour and escape from lions. Plants also move. They cannot move as extensively as animals. They move their stems to face the sun, open and close flower and more. We can see the sunflowers that grow so quickly and can turn and follow the direction of the sun. Leaves of plants like touch-me-not shrink when we touch them. The blooming of birds into flowers show the movements by plant. Have you ever seen a ball move on its own? It cannot move when it wants to move. When you hit it, it comes to a movement. Living things grow. Have you ever watched growing animals? Your baby brothers or sisters? Kittens, lambs or fish? A baby grows into an adult. Like you, other living things also grow. Over a period of time, they grow and develop into adults. A frog begins its life as a tadpole, then turns into an adult frog. A plant also starts its life as a seed, then grows into a tree. Look at your classroom. You see blackboard, bag, book, desk, pencil, etc. When you jump in next class next year, have you ever noticed that these things increase in size? They will never increase. They will always remain in the same size because they are non-living things. Living things reproduce. Animals and plants have the ability and opportunity to reproduce, to create offsprings of their own kind. Reproduction is the process of one or more living things creating another living things. You were created by your parents, a mother and father. A dog reproduced creating puppies. Animals produce young ones of their own kind through different ways. Animals like birds, fish, reptiles and insects lay eggs. Each egg hatches into a young. Most plants reproduce by seeds. Earth seed contains a baby plant inside it. This baby plant grows into a new plant. Some plants reproduce with the help of their stems or leaves or roots. Living things respond. All living things respond to the environment around them. Most living things have sense organs like eyes, nose, ears, tongues, and skin to respond to the environment around them. What happens when you touch a hot or cold object? You take your hand away from the object. This happens because you have five sense organs such as eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. A rat jumps if you prick a needle to it. Plants do not have sense organs, but they also feel. The leaves of touch-me-not plant fold up when we touch. Non-living things do not feel anything. If you throw a doll, she does not cry. Living things breathe. Living things need air to live. This air is present around us. They have some or the other kind of opening through which air can enter the body. Animals like horses, tigers, cats, dogs, whales have lungs, which help in breathing. Humans also have lungs through which they breathe. Insects such as cockroaches and flies breathe through holes on the surface of their bodies. A fish breathes through its gills. Plants have tiny pores on their leaves called stomata, which help them in breathing. Non-living things do not breathe. Living things breathe. Living things need energy. Living things need energy to do all activities. We get energy from food. Food helps us to grow and stay alive. All living things take in food with their mouth. Green plants make their own food with air, water and sunlight. They do not need to go in search of food. Do you give food to your doll? No, non-living things do not need food. Living things need